Welcome, Fin Family. We back with another episode of the Fin Tank. Now we have today, of course, Stephen A. and Keyshawn, the two biggest Tua haters in sports analysis community, talking about Tua Tagovailoa and him being in the top five. Without further ado, let's get into this because they're arguing with Herm Edwards, who is, I'd say, a pretty damn good coach himself, who's coached football teams before.
Edwards, coach, top of the morning to you. And if you want to remind Stephen A. how you were right and he was wrong, just
About
go
what?
for it.
No, I think Stephen A. knows that already. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about? I don't have any. Oh, about Aaron Rodgers and versus your Cowboys. And now the Cowboys are gonna blow them out, and then Captain America going over there across the water in Germany, by the way, and winning the game. So I'm 2 for 2.
Yeah, I thought that people don't bring that up. I thought the Cowboys gonna whip the didn't happen. So the Cowboys actually.
How about the Cowboys?
Cowboys actually let me down.
Herm coming in hot with a 2-0 record.
All right.
All right, coach, I'm starting with you. Do you think Tua is a top 5 quarterback?
Yes, I do. And when you consider
Nah, it's
this,
coming from a coach himself.
New offense,
Mm-hmm.
new coach, new coordinator, playing with a set of receivers that he's getting familiar with.
Thoughts on coach?
I just listen to my eyes
Mm-hmm.
and watch him play,
Watch him.
and I think every time he plays, he gets better. Very accurate with the ball. He can move in the pocket.
Now that's talking to a person who watches football for what it is, and that's, like I told you a couple videos ago, the art that it is. Now, this is a man, like I said, he's already established. He's been in playoffs, and come on, man, this is Herm Edwards we're talking about.
On the run, his whole deal is just more reps with these receivers in this offense and really getting to know his coach, who's calling the plays.
Mm-hmm.
And this team has won 7. By the way, they're in first place. The Miami Dolphins. Who would have thought that? Got a rookie head coach, an offense that every time I turn around, they just find a way to move the ball. My eyes tell me that he is a top 5 quarterback. His whole deal is just stay healthy.
Stay healthy, too. Facts.
Oh, please.
Here you go.
No, I don't feel that way at all.
Of course you don't.
I will say, coach, I will say this. He's playing like one at the moment.
But that's what we talking about. We talking about at this moment. Top 5. Right now is in what's in queue right now is to a top 5. Yes. And it pains them to say this. Look at Keyshawn Johnson's face. Oh my God. That's just perfect. If someone asks Keyshawn Johnson how he feel about Tua, that's the face he makes every time. That's some bitiness talk. You wanna splurt it out right now. Oh man. But every time they're not gonna give Tua his credit because they're gonna always compare Tua right now to what he did with Brian Flores, which is not fair at all. Because Brian Flores was a completely different offensive-minded coach. He was a defensive coach anyways, like defensive-minded, I should say. Which is why he's coaching defense in Pittsburgh right now. Why they ain't got him coaching offense? All right, thought so.
I mean, if that was a question, fine. But let me tell you something right now. When we talk about the top 5 quarterbacks, I don't care how they look over
Watch
the
him
last
name 'em.
few weeks. I'm going, obviously, with Aaron Rodgers.
Like I said, we talking about right now. He can't do that. Why do they pay this guy as an analyst? The question is right now. Aaron Rodgers' record is pathetic right now. But they did just beat the Cowboys, so I give them that. But we ain't gonna get into that. Tua is a top 5. I put Tua over Aaron Rodgers as well.
With Patrick Mahomes, I'm going with Josh.
Okay, Patrick Mahomes, that's fair. That's probably the only quarterback I put over Tua right now.
Allen. I'm going
Josh Allen is definitely I say 4. Because I put Lamar Jackson over Josh Allen.
with Lamar Jackson. Okay, I'm going with Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert is nowhere near my top 5.
I mean, that right there.
Neither
Before
is
I
Joe
get
Burrow.
the rest of the league over the top of my head. Those are 5 guys I'm automatically. Joe Burrow, let me add that name into it. I'm automatically picking any of those dudes ahead of Tua Tagovailoa. I like him. I'm very proud of him. I'm happy what I'm seeing from him, etc., etc. Okay,
Keyshawn loving that. Keyshawn had started changing his tune about Tua.
I don't have none of those issues, all right? So, I mean,
But
I ain't
when
holding
Stephen
nothing
A gave him that bait, oh man, he
I ain't
bit.
gonna call him top 5. Nah, that's going too far.
It's
I'm
too
not getting
far.
that. He looks like a top 5.
What does a
guy over the
top
last
5
few
look
weeks.
like?
I give
Bro got 18 touchdowns and 3 interceptions for the season. Name another quarterback doing that right now. Okay, Patrick Mahomes, he got 25 for 7. I already said that I put Patrick Mahomes over Tua. Come on, man. Put some sauce on his name.
But it is good is due. But when you got Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle to throw the damn football to, a lot of dudes will look that way.
And that ain't true. Because Teddy ain't look that way. Skyler ain't look that way. And Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, yeah, they do benefit from each other. But Tua make other players come up and emerge. Look at Trent Sherfield. Look at River Craycraft. Mike Gesicki. Come on, man. Alec Ingold. Come on, man. Like, Tua is a baller. He distributes the ball to everyone. He hit it to the person that's open. But when Tom Brady had the greatest receiver of all time in Randy Moss, he wasn't getting no flack like this. Not at all.
No, it's true. Over the last several weeks, if you want to argue top 5 quarterback, yeah. But it's
See,
such a small
that's all you gotta say. That's all you gotta say. Yeah. Leave it right there. But watch how he goes on.
sample size. You need a little bit more for me. I got about 7 guys, maybe 8 guys in front of Tua right now, and I don't think any coach in America would take Tua over those 7 or 8 guys.
Herm Edwards was a coach, and he just told you he'd take him top 5. And he's sitting here being blasphemous, saying he don't think any coach in America. Gosh. Well, damn, what do that say about Mike McDaniel? Oh, my gosh.
Don't see it. Look, you got to give him credit. He has grown on me since the beginning of the season, no question about it. He has put himself in a serious MVP conversation for this football season.
Now, if you had doubts about Tua in the beginning of the season, okay, I can see that. He come off of that, whole Brian Flores era, having no weapons at his disposal except for Jalen Waddle in his second year. Come on, man. Like, let's look at it for what it is.
About that either. But when you are throwing to Tyreek Hill and you are throwing to Jalen Waddle, it does make a difference. Although he has to get him the football.
You gotta get
he's on a really good football team, and they're winning right now. The thing that I want to know, Herman, is you know this as a head coach. Is what he doing portable?
There it goes. There it goes. Can it go through the cold? Can it go through the playoffs? See, now the playoffs, that's an understandable question. We yet to see Tua in the playoffs. But the cold, come on, man. It ain't like Brian played in the cold in college in his first 2 seasons and didn't perform. Come on, man. Like, if you play football, you know you like playing in the cold. That's just like if I'm sitting here doing a podcast, I'd rather be sitting here in the AC instead of sitting here out there in the sun. Come on, man. You playing in the cold. I mean, it's going to be bad for the fans. They don't want to just sitting there watching. But the players, they being active. They staying warm. They got butt warming benches out there. So they ain't the cold. The cold is exactly what it is.
Can he go to Buffalo when it's cold?
But that's the same with any quarterback. Last year, the Bills got beat to the Patriots, who only threw the ball 2 times. Come on, man. Make it make sense. That the struggles in the cold and wind and bad weather, that goes for any quarterback. Look with Josh Allen when he came out there in the heat. Damn near had a stroke because he couldn't even throw the ball 5 yards for the touchdown and threw it only 2 into the dirt. Come on now.
When it's cold, or some of the teams that he may have to see on the road when it's cold. Cincinnati.
Herman, look at Herman. Herman, no, it's blasphemous.
That he's doing in South Beach. Can he do that? And if he can, then hey man, you're proving me wrong again.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube.
You got it, man. I love making you guys look like fools. Y'all make me look real smart, man. And I'm just a person who watch football. I played a little football, never at, a professional level. But come on, man. I understand the game enough to know where agendas are more important than the facts. And that seems to be the case. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I appreciate you guys helping me get over 30 subscribers in a couple weeks. I've just been doing this. So, yeah, help me grow.